a doctor or a zombie, but he knows a lot about zombies, and he plays video games.
Hey, your internet hasn't cut out yet.
It's about to. Give it 2 minutes. I have absolute faith. I will just, everything will freeze, and my will.
That was fantastic. That was perfect timing.
That was amazing.
And my vo.
Hey everybody, it's the Doctrzombie show. You watch Doctrzombie. He's not a doctor or a zombie, but he knows a lot about zombies, and he plays video games.
Damage. Let me fix it up.
He knows a lot about zombies, but he knows a lot about zombies, and he plays video
It's already breaking. It's gonna fucking be broken soon. It's gonna blow soon. Shit. Wow. Oh my god, I lost it already. In less than like a minute, they got anti-tank guns.
What the fuck?
I think Duff is my favorite. This is not the first time that I've fucking died at the weeb portions of this game. Because when he started building the first gun, and it was like, so today, I was like, I fucking lost it then. This has no business being in this fucking game about fishing and sushi. And yet, here we are. Again. Game of the year. Hello again, welcome back to another Doctrzombie live stream. It's one of the bigliest live streams. Some other streams are so horrible, but this one is the greatest. My terrible Trump impression. Hello everybody, we're back. It's been a long year, yes, but definitely a long month and a long couple of weeks. But I'm back, and I'm going to be quite happy to talk about stuff later tonight when more people have come in. Therefore, you don't have to, like, you know, I don't have to repeat myself a bunch of times when people are like, what the fuck happened? But it's been an event and a half. But tonight we're gonna play easy, quick, happy, fun time zombie game. I thought about jumping back into RimWorld because I've been playing it mostly unmodded. I think I may have 1 or 2 mods installed that are like real simple things, like, you know, prepare carefully or whatever. Okay, continue the saga of Barry McNaughtyPants. Hi, Dirty D. Glad to be back. So glad to be playing video games for fun again. Yeah, and there's 10 other games I would love to play right now as well, but we're gonna play this one tonight. Yeah, it's bringing up the basics. How bad has it been? Are we still Barry McNaughtyPants? Let's make sure. I mean, some of this stuff seems familiar. Yep, there you go. Barry McNaughtyPants' keyring. A bag of plaster powder used to plaster high-level wooden walls requires a bucket of water. Interesting. And then I've got, it's been so long since I played any games, let alone this one. Water containers, meat cleavers, soap. Why do I have soap? Is that actually useful? Soap and sponge? I mean, it does have a remaining amount, so maybe it is. Maybe it helps me clean myself. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. We're going real slow here. It is 1:30 in the morning. I am very messy. Suit pants, sweater vests around here. What does Barry need? He's got a garden hoe. That could be useful. I I do have several mugs and kettles and bottles and things to fill up with water. I have 3 water bottles there as well, so that's fine. I've got a tailoring book. Is this my base? Where am I at here? I have no idea. Okay, this is where I currently am right now. It's a random house at the end of a long road. My base is actually over here. I should probably like try to loop back to it at some point. I think I was concerned with perhaps food or other problems, but I have a can opener, canned beans. That's at least enough to keep me going for a little bit. And it looks like I'm not currently injured or lacking any kind of, I'm not hungry, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Well then. How many zombies have I killed? 75. That's quite a bit. We should get out of here. It is dark AF. Oh my god, I can't even see in this house. It's because I turned the lights off to keep the zombies away, but all these are closed. So I shouldn't be too worried. There's food here. Fresh broccoli and carrots. Lots of food, actually. Maybe I shoved it all in there when I arrived. Hard to say. Okay, tell you what. Crafting. Yes. Drill plank. Notched wooden plank. Using a butter knife or a screwdriver, I can make a hole in a plank. Maybe that's important? Can make a spear. That's kind of interesting. My only cooking options are to open things that I currently have, though, because we don't have the kitchen utensils, like pots and pans, that we need to actually cook some of this shit into more useful items. But I made a notched wood plank. Do I want to make a spear? I mean, I'm basically using melee weapons to begin with. Why the fuck not? Make a spear, see how that works as a weapon. Give me something as a backup, other than my crowbar. It did give me a heavy load, but then it got away. Oh my god, I can attach things to the spear. A fork, a screwdriver, a spoon. Is that going to be useful at all? I don't feel like a spoon. I mean, a knife makes sense, right? Duct tape, a knife, a spear. What if I just kind of... Hold on, let me just... I'm curious now. Handcrafted spear. Damage is in that, like, middle yellow range. Limited impact when used one-handed. So you should use it two-handed. Compare that damage, kind of in the middle, with the crowbar. It's actually more than the crowbar. Now let's fuck around and put a butter knife on the end. We are done building it. Condition went down, but I don't think damage changed much. So let's put that in my hands. This is my butter knife spear. Alright, before we move on, I actually do have... Oh, getting bored. Okay, no problem. I can read a book or a crossword magazine. I do have a lot of things. A kettle, mugs, garden hoe, lighter, meat cleaver, some books, 2 screwdrivers for some reason. I think I only really need 1. Well, it can be used as an emergency weapon, so... Plaster powder is quite heavy. Alright, let's leave the plaster powder behind. And let's take with me all of the fridge food, the broccoli and carrots, into the bag. And some of the frozen food. You know what? All the frozen food. now. That's okay, because I will open up a can of carrots. Where's the can of carrots? Do not see. Oh, this is in the bag, that's why. We out here, open canned carrots. Eat all. Alright, that should get me down to full. Not even full, just not empty. Drop that empty can. Let's move on. It is nighttime, but I can see pretty decent at night, I think. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. I'm going anyway. I want to find a way back home without getting murdered by too many zombies. Hey, that killed it while it was still standing. That's pretty nice. Peek around. I don't see any more zombies coming. There's a road here. I'm just going to cross it. Tonight's drink, by the way, courtesy of my father-in-law, is gin that he had in his basement. Uh-oh, zombie right behind me. Oh yeah, the spear is killing him instantly. That is good shit. I like that. And consistently, too. Thought that was like a fucking zombie on the ground. I think it's just flowers. So my father-in-law had, among many other things, 11 bottles of alcohol. I posted a picture in the Discord, so you're probably familiar with it. So I took some of the alcohol, took all of it, but I got some gin, and I've combined it with elderberry syrup that I made from my own elderberry bushes today. So I made elderberry syrup, which really is kind of like elderberry soup, with cinnamon sticks and some spices like nutmeg and cloves, and a full lemon, you know, cut up into slices, and then you boil it for hours. And then you strain out all of the bits, and you're left with kind of like an elderberry broth. And then I mix that with about a cup of honey, and it becomes a syrup. It's very, you know, thin. It's not a thick syrup or anything. Oh god, I can hear them. I can hear zombies nearby. I don't want to be caught in an area that I can't see them. Just looking around at... Oh, there's one behind me. Oh, shit! Can I stomp on his head? Okay, good. Well, that did not last long. That spear was great, killed several of them, but is now currently broken. I do not know how I can fix it. Reclaim butter knife from spear. Fair. Ah, repair it. Wood glue, duct tape, glue, or adhesive tape. I guess any of them will give me a large chance of successfully repairing. Wood glue is a 100% chance and does 55%. The rest of them are only a little bit. So I have wood glue, I can repair it. But you know what? I'm just going to drop it. I'm going to get my knife back. I can always get another plank of wood. That's not difficult. So yeah, I mixed in a little elderberry syrup with the gin. And it is not bad. It's pretty spicy. You know what, Dirty D? It sounds complicated. It is not at all. It was super easy to do. Harvesting the elderberries was the hardest part, because I had to grow elderberry trees, and it took, or bushes. I took 2 years to get where they are now, and I got a lot of elderberries, and I'm gonna get even more next year and the year after that. It's just gonna like exponential amount of elderberries. But it was like 2 cups of elderberries, 4 cups of water, whatever spices you wanted in, you boil it, you strain it, boom, done. That was it. It was easy. And then you add a little honey and mix it up to thicken it and make it sweeter. And it's supposed to be really good for your immune system. You know, a natural homeopathic remedy for things like sore throats and colds. And although the gin is definitely taking the lead on that drink, oof, I think it was cheap gin, extra dry. You can taste, you know, just a little extra flavor, a little extra kick, and I like that. Kind of like those little syrup bottles I got, only this one's much less thick, much less syrupy. But I could always, you know, mix it with sugar or more honey. Really get it going. Okay. Oof, wolves. That's not a thing I actually have to worry about. I am in the middle of a goddamn forest here. And, oh yeah, there's a zombie coming, alright. Oh, fuck. Alright. Come on, bitch. Let me hit you with this crowbar. Get fucked! Eat shit! Suck a dick! Come on, zombie. It's you and me. Down he goes. Alright, so what I was looking at here was where I am in this fucking woods. There are zombies nearby. Every time I want to read the map, I hear something groaning and getting closer. Are we alone yet? Fuck. I am past the road here, so I should definitely head this way now. I have no idea how big this fucking forest is. Now, you can, if you have the right stuff. Move to the forest, cut down a bunch of trees. Oh my god, get bitten by a fucking zombie! Oh shit. I think that might be McNaughtyPants' first injury. It's a laceration. It's not a bite. We're alright. Just got clawed a bit. Oh yeah, absolutely. Better if you grow it yourself. Same with the chicken eggs, you know, they tasted better than any chicken eggs I've ever bought at a store. You know, tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff grown in my backyard. Although the cucumbers can be quite bitter. I think I just got the wrong breed, or I'm harvesting at the wrong time. But tomatoes definitely taste better than any tomato I've purchased. And yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's very expensive. It is not a money-saving hobby. I mean, even the chickens, like, although I've gotten hundreds, maybe even 1,000 eggs out of these chickens in the time I've had them. Is there a radio nearby? Definitely hearing something. Annotated map, I'll take that. There's also antidepressants here. Should be searching all these bodies. Most of the time it's just shitty clothes, but I'm wondering if one of those zombies had a radio on him. Hey, fuck off. I'm getting hungry. Butter knife cannot be repaired? Oh, fuck off, butter. What was I looking for? Fresh carrots. Eat all of them. All of one, anyway. Is this cooked ham slice? It is cooked, isn't it? I don't have to worry about cooking it. It's already been cooked. It's a slice of cooked ham. That'll take care of us for a little bit. They are great. Rich and yellow instead of, or orange even instead of yellow. I saw you there. I knew you were coming. Okay. Nothing worthwhile. God damn. Oop. There's a zombie down there. I'm gonna have to beat her ass at some point. Just as she turned her head, just fucking bashed it in. Ooh, I missed. Oh, get off me. That was a close one. I think my crowbar is starting to get... Well, no, actually the condition's quite good still. Okay, never mind. So there is a thing I can do. I see that guy coming. I can search the area I'm in. I think it's this button here. Smash this bitch's brains in. He's got a knife sticking out of his gut. Another map. A steak. Grab that. I'll grab all the cigarettes. I don't think I need them for anything, but let's read the map of Riverside. Yep, right of the mighty Ohio. Burp. And then drop it. We had an annotated map. We'll read that one as well. West Point. A couple of things here. Biffo's manager used to keep a shotgun in the store. Crazy motherfucker knew it was coming. Gonna avoid anywhere near home. Don't look from here. Untouched hardware place. Interesting. Okay. Yes. Investigate area. Search focus, firewood or stones, or no focus. I can do this. It will give me searches for things that are in the area as I walk. But it reduces my visibility severely because I'm looking at the ground trying to find stuff. Oop. But then sometimes things appear. Do I have to like, oh, see, pick up twigs, put in my hiking bag. Okay, and there's this, pick up a caterpillar? I guess I could probably eat that. Oh, I see you there. And then, of course, being in combat immediately ends my searching ability. I can turn it back on. Okay. Injured dog. Bandage is dirty. I should replace it soon. Prevent infections or anything else happening. Knock that dude's fucking glasses off. Oh shit. Let's remove the bandage. See how it looks. Still there's a laceration. Let's put a sterilized rag on it. We're doing okay. What I find here? A tree branch. It's also giving me foraging XP. Yes, child.
Do you want the rest of the spaghetti?
No, I don't, but thank you for asking. That was a good choice. You could throw it in the garbage.
Okay.
I have to teach children to not throw food away as soon as they're done with it. Like, sometimes other people might want to eat what you've got, you know, and I don't like, you know, oh, I threw away half of a donut. Like, bitch, I could have eaten that donut, you know? So I'm glad he came and asked me, but we've got so much spaghetti. I made one box of spaghetti, and barely anyone had any during dinner, and it's a lot. Like, I think it was a 2-pound box, not a 1-pound box, and I didn't realize that when I made it. Mushrooms. They could be very dangerous eaten raw, probably. Hey, foraging's going up. This is great. I love this. But it's 8:50 in the morning. Making good time. Let's disable search mode for a minute here. Oh, good. I'm getting to the edge of the forest. Thank God. Getting sick of that shit. We're gonna put search mode back on as we continue down this path. Ooh. Oop. Zombies. Oh, lots of zombies. More zombies than I appreciate. Let's see if we can whack them one at a time here. Ah, that was a good hit. Gotta take him down in one hit. That's great. Oh, get off me! We got him. Fucking helicopter. Sure fucking sounds like it. I'm gonna be shot dead by a helicopter as it passes over. I feel like that would be a little OP. On the other hand, it is definitely getting closer. Take care of these zombies. Another jacket. Grab that. That might actually be useful. Offers a small amount of protection. Okay, I don't know if I want to be seen by this helicopter, to be honest. Oops, wrong button. Hold E, jump through. Great. Close curtains. Oh shit! Fucking zombie party in here! For some reason, they don't seem to notice I'm here. At least not all at once. Oh my god! I thought I offed you bitches! Ow! Get the fuck out of here. Alright, I'm in extreme panic, I'm bleeding, I've got a scratch on my upper arm. Alright, I took that off. They're breaking through shit out there. Are we ready to go back out? Jesus. Oh my god, there's more. I don't know why there are so many fucking zombies in this house. Let's close these curtains. Let's try to keep as little attention on this house as possible, even though it is not going well. Volume down. Channel Life and Living. Tune in. I'm gonna have to let these guys in, or they're gonna destroy the fucking door. Ah! Bastard! Glad this lady stayed on the ground long enough for me to bash her head a bunch. I wish she'd be dead. Fuck. Alright, we got it. While we're watching the cooking show, let's bandage our arm again. Oh, it's been bitten. That is real bad. I did get a bonus for cooking. Shit. Let's open the canned beans. Zombie parties don't stop, ever. Alright, open can of beans in my mouth. Uh-oh, it's coming back again. Okay. I put on the leather jacket. That's going to give me just a little bit of insulation, wind resist, water resist, bite defense, scratch defense, stuff that I definitely could have used since it was my upper arms that got bit and scratched. I'm not surprised I fucking hurt him. God, there's so many dead bodies here. I'll take that butter knife. And a riverside map. Oh shit! More zombies! Oh my god, there's so many coming! Is it cause like the helicopter's hanging out over this house? Like what the fuck? They just keep coming, man. Holy shit! They're like surrounding this house. Okay. Close that door again. Fucking hell. Oh, bitch! Came through the window, didn't you? Oh my god, they're coming through all the windows. Fuck. We're in this room now. Close the curtains. Ooh, fuck, there's a gun in here. I don't think it has any ammo, but at least it's a gun. Check that out here. M6 revolver. Needs 35 special. We have 0 in there. Okay, let's repair the bandage. Scratched, bitten, and bleeding. Oh my god, I only have dirty bandages right now? That's real shit. That's okay. We're going to rip up some bandages. I can also make another spear. It's so good. Ripped sheets. Craft. A splint. Ooh, nice. I would make one of those, although that's using ripped sheets. I'll just make craft that spear. Fairly heavy load, minor pain. East. Get these curtains. Yep. That's what I expected. White wine. Grab. Fuck. Holy shit, there are so many zombies in this area. Chat. Sheet. Rip sheets. Remove bandage. Ripped sheets on the arm. Better than a dirty bandage. I need to leave. This is not a safe place for me. Oh, wait. Let's check this out, though. Boxing headgear? A double-bladed canoe paddle? And a football. And some paint. Not interested. What I am interested in, though, leaving this absolute hellhole of a place. This was, earlier, a very easy run, and now this fucking helicopter has drawn all the bad guys to my area. And, it's a bad time. Also sleepy. Right, let's try to kill the zombie. Oh god, nope. Time to leave. Another building up here. Might offer me a chance at a little bit of peace and quiet. Whew, okay. Plaster powder. No, thank you. Have I been here before? Yeah, okay. This is really close to home. Or a home. My second home. Oh my god, my main home's way back here. Okay, so I probably have been here before. That's why there's dead zombies. That's why some of the shit's been looted. Scrap metal and engine parts. I'm carrying too much already. So, no, I don't want that. Let's put them up in here. I've got 2 crafted spears. Now I've got 1. This one's in bad condition. The one I'm using is in pretty decent condition. It's good condition. Okay. Fine. Just under my limit. I don't know how that food is doing. It still says fresh. It hasn't rotted yet. It's only been less than a day. 12 hours since I took it out of the freezer. Alright, let's go back to our little hideout here. All the boys did get brought to the yard. Until they come in your back door. Oh god. No. It's a no coming zone. Come here, you. I'd like your dead corpse to stay outside of the house. Okay, I feel like the knife on the end was a real good thing. So I might reattach that bitch in a minute. But for now, lo and behold, I found a place that I could put my food in the freezer. So my meat doesn't rot. Oh, so good. Okay. A caterpillar uncooked. I'm gonna freeze it. Super. Let's fill up all of my bottles. This will increase my encumbrance quite a lot, but I was running out of water options. And let's talk about cooking stuff. I can open a package of lollipops. That's fun. That'll probably repair any unhappiness if I had any, but I don't. I can open a bunch of canned things. Prepare beverage. I can make myself a little tea. Or I can combine some soda. God, how much cans of pop do I have? Random wine. Incredible. What else do I got going on here? I can make lots of spears. Having this meat cleaver has opened up spears as a fucking option for me. But attaching things requires duct tape. And, of course, the option. I thought I had a bread knife. Oh, I have a butter knife. Never mind. Bippity fucking boppity. We got meds. We got electronics. Vitamins. We got the electric bass. Chips. I should not eat chips. I should eat things that'll go bad when the power goes out. Kitchen knife. It's because I don't have any duct tape. Gotta find some duct tape. Toolbox. Is there anything in the toolbox? No. Bookshelf with just a newspaper on it. Okay, what I really need though is to go to bed. Oh shit, there's shit here. Bottles and cups. Beer bottle, is there beer in it? There is. Ah. I'm just gonna eat this bag of chips. I'm gonna drop off the rest of my cigarettes that I found here as well. Okay, nap time. Sleep. Yes. Should get rid of some of the pain. I'm nervous and jumpy. Maybe I should take a pill for that. Antidepressants reduces unhappiness over sustained periods. No, See what other meds I've got nearby. Radio. Pop. Take the cans of pop. Take the magazine, the book, and the radio with me. I am overburdened, but that's okay. I will figure that out. I'm going to rip the clothing because I need it. Okay. Let's check the TV, make sure it's working. Okay, it is on. Perfume and toothbrush. This is junk. Search magazine. Stress reduction. Let's do that. Maybe it'll help with my nervous wreck terrified. I think I need meds for this. Also need to replace that bandage. Remove bandage. Still quite worried about the fact that I've been bitten there. It's not infected, but it's never good. Oh, shit. If I do search mode, will I actually find anything while I'm in this house? Probably not. Okay, stressed. Sweaty palms, gnawing fear. But it's better than nervous wreck that I was a minute ago. Minor pain, heavy load. Oh, this other bandage on my right upper arm is probably good. It hasn't gotten dirty in a while. No, it's still laceration. Okay. Let's put the ripped sheets on it then. Unpleasantly hot. Thirst increased. It's fine. Beta blockers. Reduces panic. We're gonna take some. Painkillers. Reduces pain. We'll take some of those. Vitamins. Gives me energy. Reduces fatigue. Sleeping tablets. Help you sleep. Useful when anxious or in pain. Okay. I think it's time to go home. Like my real home. But I've got so much shit that I'm going to have to leave behind. So it's kind of like a, what do I want to take with me situation. Although there's something to be said for just leaving it the way it is. Having two places where I can do stuff. But I don't have any, cooking implements. And that's preventing me from doing some good shit here. Okay. Queasy. Oh no, this is not good. This is real bad. Queasy implies that that bite is getting worse. Oh god. Welcome, Adrian Zomturtle. Can't you just meditate, keep it neutral? I don't know. Natural. I don't think so, but I could eat some ice cream. And that might help with the unhappiness. Ice cream's delicious, and it makes you happy. We're gonna put the rest of the ice cream back. Alright, let's put stuff in storage here. We're gonna leave the revolver, because I don't have any bullets for it. We're gonna leave the notched wood plank. I don't know what it's used for yet. The hand fork. We need to clean those rags. Let's clean that. Let's wash myself to get the blood off. And then probably all my clothing as well. It's going to be wet, but it will be... Okay. Going super fast forward here. Drink some water. Everything's good there. What else do we want to leave behind? I want to bring a bunch of different medicines. Antidepressants, I've got one there. Beta blockers, sleeping tablets, vitamins. Let's leave the vitamins. Leave the scrap. put the book on the bookshelf just because it makes sense, right? Candy, food, all this is non-perishable items, which is great. Great stuff to keep there. Okay, let's put stuff on the shelves. Book can go there. Comic book can go here. Instructional manuals, metalworking. One of the screwdrivers I will leave here, but not in this spot. Hunter magazine. Make wooden box trap and stick trap. Let's read that now, actually. Yes. Recipe. Ice cream is good. I do love some ice cream. Tree branches. I could probably leave these behind. They're taking too much weight. I don't know what they're for. Material. Let's take a look at... I can make a stake with them? Yes, that's it. I can make a stake, which I can use to fight the baddies. Why don't I make one anyway? Okay. Make a newspaper hat. Oh, shit. Carpentry, no. I can make a hot beverage using mushrooms. Dismantle the radio into electronic parts. Okay. Let's... Can I turn the radio on? No. I can equip it. Equip it, can I use it? Rotten. Here, we're gonna drop that. Alright, if I've equipped it, I can in fact use it. Turn on. Volume a bit. It requires a CD or a channel. We'll do Hits FM. Okay. Let's just remove the bandage. And put the sterilized rag on it. Hoping for the best here. I am still freaking out about the fact that I've been bitten. It's really getting to me. Okay. I have no more... Oh, I do have the electrician light one. That can go on the shelf. Clearly wearing two jackets, that's a problem. Alright. Let's drop off some shit here. There's a radio there. Fuck. Assemble it. Boom. Into parts. Okay, what did I want to leave behind? Let's leave behind the butter knife. Oh, I got a radio receiver out of that. Let's leave that behind. Scrap electronics can stay. The wet jacket, because I have two jackets on, I do not need both. I will put one stake in the cupboard. All right, we're doing a little better here. Want to take the garden hoe. Definitely want to keep that. I guess the kettle of water can stay behind. I don't need that. Although, actually, kettle of water, I would rather go in, like, the fridge. Cans of pop, screwdriver. One in and out? Oh, I do have one in and out. Super. One screwdriver is staying. Not in the fridge. It can stay in this location. This one can tree branch and twigs can all stay here. Alright, I'm gonna leave behind this mushroom. And I am good to take stuff with me that I want to bring to the other location. What is that going to be? Mainly some non-perishable food. Sodas. There's 11 cans of pop here. I'll just take all the orange soda. Sunflower seeds. Might be able to plant those. Not sure. Tomato paste. Vegetable oil. Yeast. Let's leave all this shit. I hope there's a can opener. If not, I'll leave mine behind and hope that there's one in my other location. I'm not seeing one. Yeah, definitely need to leave a can opener here because I got canned food. Fair. Very fair. Okay. We're going to leave the can opener that's in the bag behind because I do not have a second can opener. Okay, no worries. I'll have to get one on my way. Let's replace the bandage on my arm. Then we'll clean my rags. Fill up any empty bottles I've got. Why the fuck do I have aluminum? Oh, I must have got that from the radio. That can stay behind as well. And a battery. Keeping my other radio, the ripped sheets, the sleeping tablets, split steak, water bottle, wine. I've got quite a bit of stuff. If I find another place on the way back, let's see where I'm at here. I'd like to go across here and hit wherever this road comes from, and then head back home. No idea what that means. I think it means I left some shit there. Also, this blue building here, that's a unique building that we might want to hit. Okay, it is 4 a.m. I'm hungry, queasy, sad, nervous wreck, and unpleasantly hot. Oh, fuck. Spilled some of my alcoholic beverage on my keyboard, I think. Just don't know how that happened. It fell over the side. Alright, let's make food. Is there any food we can actually make here? No, not really. I guess I could just open a can of something. Let's open a can of sardines. And then eat the can of sardines. The whole damn thing. Okay, I'm no longer hungry. Let's make sure that I leave the can opener. No, let's not do that. Grab 1 bar of chocolate, eat 1 bar of chocolate. Really worried about this heart skipping around. I don't think I can sleep again. Apparently I can sleep for a little bit. Alright. We need to head back. With whatever we've got. Although it says 11. Okay, there we go. Yep. 16 out of 18. Yep. Fuck. Change our bandages. Ah, good. That one's finally gone away. How about the bite? It's still bad. That is really making me a nervous wreck. Apparently still bleeding. Goddamn. Alright. There is the road here, and I need to take that into the wilderness straight ahead. Let's make sure we've got our crowbar ready for when the zombies, like that bitch over here, spot me. Yeah, you can play without internet. Once you've downloaded it, I mean, it is a single-player game. There are multiplayer modes available, but I'm not playing it now. This is single-player. I'm gonna keep walking away from that bitch of a zombie and see if she eventually gives up. Something this way. I don't think it's anything. Ugh, unpleasantly hot. How dare you? Why? The insulation isn't even that. Oh, it's probably this fucking bite. Oh, that is not good news. That's real bad news. Okay. Random house. Let's unlock the door. And let's start inspecting the place for goods. Canned foods, muffin tray. I'll take that. Plastic cutting board is junk. I don't know if I have an oven mitt at home, but I'll grab that. Definitely going to grab all of these non-perishable food items. Canned goods. Sure. Gotta talk now. Rotten cooked chicken. That's a shame. Just drop that on the ground. Dead mouse, dry ramen noodles, instant popcorn, and a TV dinner. Which apparently doesn't need to be refrigerated, which is nice. Alright, in the freezer we've got a lot of fresh food, and in the fridge we've got some zucchini. Cooking does not seem... Hold on. I could butcher the rodent with the meat cleaver. That might actually be useful. Alright, I can prepare a hot drink with brown sugar. Pass. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I can clean my rags. That I will do. Nothing else can be done right now. Okay. Let's check out what else is in this place. Ooh, another can opener. Nice. See, didn't even need to worry about it. There's an upstairs. We've got Electrician Volume 5. That's pretty crazy. Some fun items as well as farming level 1. Empty notebook. Write a note. Interesting. Ooh, I will grab the sheets, the curtains. And I will check these other rooms out. Oh, there's a zombie outside. There's a couple zombies outside. We're going to close these windows just in case. Close the curtains, I mean. Do not want them to spot me. Lipstick, strawberry blonde hair dye, and adhesive bandages. I will take the band-aids, absolutely. Got wounds that could use those. Nothing in the closets. Sweater vest is here. Newspaper here. Grab that. Another dead mouse. And sheet. I'm going to grab both of those. because I can butcher that mouse. I'm gonna craft a sheet rope, although I don't know why I might need one. Never know when it'll open up something for me. Butchered a small animal. Done. Nothing else of use right now. Body is still fighting off that infection. Allegedly. Let's go back downstairs, see what's available there. Okay, I see zombies outside. That closed umbrella. And torch. Light source. Might be interesting to keep. Might be able to disassemble it. Let's close the curtains before the zombies pop. Comic book, newspaper, First Aid Volume 4, and Metalworking Magazine Volume 1. First Aid is too heavy to go in the pack. In fact, I am overburdened as well. That's empty. Nothing in the bathroom. Okay, I've basically cleared this house out. So, I'm hungry. Let's eat something. Maybe a fresh zucchini. Let's grab both of them. And eat them up. Ravaged by mourning and desperation, nervous wreck, terrified. This white wine will improve my mood a bit. And then maybe also reading a newspaper might reduce boredom and stress. I can do that. Inebriated. Coordination slightly impaired. Fair enough. Okay. I'm satiated. I'm unpleasantly hot. I'm inebriated. Fairly heavy load. Stressed. Weepy. Nauseous. Very worried about that nausea. Reduces panic. Reduces unhappiness. Let's actually take one of those. Let's put the stale rodent meat in here and turn it on so that it cooks. Remove the battery from the torch. Let's check it out. Dangerous uncooked is currently cooking. It adds to boredom and unhappiness, but once it's cooked, will it still do that? Yes. It is not a pleasant thing. It's stale as well. Stale and cooked. Okay, well, fuck that. We will put it in the freezer. Emergencies only. I certainly do not like how bad things are. Where's the TV in this fucking place? They don't have a television! What the shit? I haven't seen anyone in any of the rooms. This place is one of those weird communist places with no TV. Goddamn commies. Alright. Dirty bandage. Remove. Adhesive bandages. Slap a band-aid on there. Hopefully that'll help. Let's wash my rag, clean the rag. Fill all of my water bottles. In spite of my bad condition and my negative effects, I think I may have to press on here. I'm gonna leave behind what I can. I can afford to leave here. Ripped sheets. Let's put a few of those in the container. Okay, really? 1, 2, 3, 4 of those are going with me. In fact, the big sheet can go in there too. Graham crackers, we're just gonna eat them. I eat the jujubes. They make me happy. And I think we're just gonna have to go for it, man. We're tired though. Okay, we can go to sleep. That we can handle. These other fucking conditions are not helping me. I can't do anything about them. I can only hope that we get better instead of worst. Worst? Instead of turned into a sausage. Yeah, hope we can do better instead of worse. Can't the zombies hear the TV? Yes, but I have it on like minimum volume, so it shouldn't be a major issue. Still nervous wreck. How's that fucking bandage? I bet I'm still bitten. Hopefully it's not infected. It's not, but it's not getting better. I'm still in pain. Still nauseous. Oh, this is real bad. Alright. Who knows if we're going to get any better here. We need to leave and head home. Follow the road and then cross to this blue building. That might help us find something useful. Oh, shit. Sitting down, taking a nap. Got him. Let's move on. Almost out of my alcohol. I'll definitely be getting more alcohol. Probably not the same thing. Something different. Oof. That was tough to swallow. Also take the dogs out. Check on the chickens, that sort of shit. Ooh, there's a car accident over here. Mailbox, car accident. Oh, hey there. Let's take care of these bastards. I don't need to do vehicle mechanics. I was hoping that it would just let me open the trunk. I feel like it's a part of the game I don't understand very well, and because of that I'm a bit screwed. Ah, E, okay. No, it's locked. I'm in the car. There is stuff in the door, including 2 magazines. Take them. Yeah. Oh, earbuds is an electron. Fuck it, I don't care. Can't open this one. Mailbox? Nope, nothing. There's a road here, though, going up that way. We're just gonna cut straight across. You know, in spite of finding a hoe and some other stuff, I still have yet to find seeds anywhere. Something doesn't feel right. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. Oh, Barry McNaughtyPants. He's fucked. He got bit, and it's over. Okay. That was a half-ass map. Here, look. I'll show you the map. There we are. So I'm here. I have to head across to hit this road, and then possibly there's a blue building here I want to check out. They have special stuff sometimes. And then my main home base is here. I marked this with an X. I think that's because I fully disassembled and looted everything in it. Nothing else has gotten that much attention. Many things I've simply left a bunch of shit behind. Alright, it's 1940. Let's turn on the TV. Turn it to, yeah, Life and Living is fine. Oh, look at this. There is something on TV right now. Oh, shit. Can I read tailoring? Probably not. No. I can read a happy book. Alright, that show's over. What do we got in the kitchen? Canned sardines, dead rat, dog food, tomato paste. A bowl. Interesting. That might help us. Baking tray. That might help us too. Yeah, bowl of beans. Butcher the animal. There's a ham nearby I can slice into bits. Hey, the bowl is close done. Just to get a level of something. Make a fruit salad. Or a regular salad. Alright, let's add a random fruit. A random meat. A random condiment. Like pickles. And a random oil. Like tomato paste or vegetable oil. And boom. Salad. Is it in my hands? I don't know. Oh, that's in my fucking backpack. That's why. Derp. Da-da-da-da-da derp. Apple and ham salad fresh. Look at how great this is. Hunger -23, thirst -3, boredom -4, unhappiness -19. Let's eat that entire ass salad. It's gonna go from peckish to bursting at the seams. Well fed, tummy full, goodness making its way through your system. I sure hope so. So we've got apples and ketchup in that. We've got a meat patty in the freezer and oysters. A couple other food items here nearby in case I need them. And then over here, we've got another drawer full of canned goods. I'm going to grab them. Just to move them over to the other side. So that they're available when I want to cook stuff. Canned tuna, sardines, fruit cocktail, and beans are all going in that drawer. Ham slices. They're going to go in the fridge. Rodent meat, fridge. Okay. Empty bowl. Nearby. Okay. Let's see what else is in this area. Nothing in the bathroom. Fine. I will fill my water bottle and drink. Okay, let's close the curtains. Tissue, first aid. Needed to equip to mute sneezes and cough. Hopefully I don't need that ever. Let's rip up that sweater though. No matter how deep in the apocalypse, I'm not going to eat a meat patty. Pickles has got to be... Solomon, I've been okay. That may have been directed at Dirty D, but I've been alright. It's been rough. I should probably talk about it, but I think I would take the dogs out first before I get it really into what has happened in my life lately. Okay, this is an electronic, like a CD player. We'll take that with us. Okay, this house has been looted, other than, you know, the many food items that are available. But the baking tray, white mug, and we're gonna put that closer to the fridge. Leaving a can opener here as well. Brown sugar, canned beans. We got too much shit, don't we? Electrician Volume 5 is a bit excessive. Farming Volume 1, though, I can read. Oh, and I need to replace that bandage. Hold on. Remove bandage. Tell me something good. Nope, still bitten. Rip sheets going on. What was I doing? Comic book can stay. 3 magazines, mugs of water, muffin tray, oven mitt, uncooked TV dinner, dangerous uncooked. Yeast. Alright. Okay. Nauseous, agitated, discomfort, heavy load, unpleasantly hot. Let's keep leaving stuff in the kitchen until we are under our weight limit. You know what? Although the spear is nice and all, it is a shit without a knife attached to the end. So I'm gonna leave that. I want to bring the books home with me. Can I fit them in the bag? At least that will reduce their overall weight. Yes, good. I was gonna read farming, but it's fine. Not gonna worry about it now. Still a little bit heavy. Splint go in bag? Nope. We're full up. Well, it's just not much of a way to do this. Shit. Alright, we're gonna leave a can of beans behind. And one of the magazines. And one of the mug of water. And that'll do. Overall, how we doing? Still over, but that's because I'm so sick. I think we might need another sleep. Let's close the curtains. Let's not tired enough. Okay, fine. It's okay. All right. Scanning the area, everything looks good. Let's take a look at that map. Alright, we want to go straight across. We're heading for that blue building. At least want to find out what it is, if it doesn't have anything for us. But you know what? It is 9:30. I'm out of alcohol, and I'd like more, because alcohol's great. I could just grab something from down here. 1911. This is going to be a real good item. A bourbon from my father-in-law's bullshittery. I'm so happy. Because money's tight right now, and I'm really watching what I buy. And he was kind enough to be completely insane to gift me with 11 bottles of liquor. Many opened, but some mostly full or even unopened. All right, listen. Stick around, because I'm going to talk about everything that happened in the last week when I get back. I'm just going to take the dogs out, check the chicken pen. Probably 10 minutes at the most. But we'll be back, and then we can recent adventure. Yeah, it's tough. We'll go into it deep. It's, a mix of horrible, funny, amazing. It's a good story. So stick around. I'll put up the the intermission screen, and I'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
the fuck is happening in this game?
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here.
Sorry, Dave. Rush, rush. I'm going inside. Well. Saliva is foaming from his barking chops.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do.
What is happening? Fucking shit. Oh my god. Alright, well, none of these items are gonna get that dog to shut up.
I don't converse on the job, Steve. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spot, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up.
Okay. Alright, just coal. And where would that be under? Raw mineral. Nope. Miscellaneous metal. Consumable ore. Yep. Consumable ore. Coal. Just that for these two spots. Here's the ruins. A choppy start, but I think that we've finally gotten over... You could not have planned that better! Fucking... I didn't even finish the fucking sentence, and the game crashed. Oh my god, Game of the Year 2023. Oh my... Oh. 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 That's fucking amazing. Oh.
It's Doctor.
It's Dan. Dan, it is you.
Oh.
You fucker. I can't believe you threw your own ally under the bus right away. I can't believe you did that. I don't know why you would do that to him. You literally just, I walked into medical, and there's Mr. Fantastic's body on the ground, Dan hovering over it. I hit the button.
Hold on, there's one reason I'd like to believe your statement too, Doc, and that was I did see near the end of Light's last round.
And I also did the other reactor, if you remember.
Yeah. Oh, you were the one that did the other.
I was the one who did the other reactor. Dan is the fucking traitor. Throw him out.
Also, Dan, why did the doors close at Lights?
I don't know. I thought it was.
That's
you.
kind of sus.
You guys just lost. We just lost.
I fucking nailed it. Yes. Yeah. Now hold down V and say, "Where are you?"
I don't wanna.
They might not say anything. Only certain ghosts talk through the thing. You gotta say, "Where are you?"
You say it.
Nothing detected. Say it again. Hold down V.
I don't wanna.
Where are you? Behind! The ghost is there. You turn your flashlight on.
Nope, I'm out. I don't know what this game is, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to go back in this trailer thing.
Electrical. I'm all alone. Not happy about it, but if I can get these tasks done. Oh shit! Orange just popped out of that vent. Oh my god. No, Dan, no! No!
I'm gonna try and bring them up on the right side. Oh, they're both on fire.
Ahoy, mateys! Looks like you're having a party without Captain Sillybeard. Guess I forgot my invite, yar. Ha ha!
Fucking nailed it with a chain shot. Oh, man. Oh, that was... He was going for the quad damage, too. And I just happened to get there a millisecond before.
Bonk. Okay, he's fucking dead.
He's slightly dead.
One more.
Whoa! I rode on your face! What the hell?
I was wondering how the fuck you did that.
You launched me!
Oh my god, that was amazing.
I'm just looking up at the last curse sight bug, and I just see Engineer go flying across the sky. I'm like,
That
oh,
was nuts.
I rode Doc's face.
Holy shit.
It was glorious.
Oh,
congratulations, dude. I'm so happy for you.
Man.
The world's best mustache ride.
I need a cigarette.
Can you hear the peepings? Look at it, that baby chickie! Hello, chicken. I got 6 more chicks today. These are all cream leg bars. A small type of chicken. Is that a ferret, Mertrig? They're I don't know if they're qualified as a bantam breed, but they're certainly a smaller breed that lays blue eggs. And, oh god, it just shit all over me. Great! Well done! That can be clipped. Look, there's fucking chicken poop all over me. It did not hit the headphones, so that's good. I think I'll go take care of this, and then we'll get back to our game. Thanks a lot for that, Chickie. For pooping all over me on a live stream. I'm gonna go sanitize my hand now. Ew. Oh, God. Oh, that was... He was going for the quad damage, too. And I just happened to get there a millisecond before him, and then shotgun him point blank. I need a pet her. Oh shit, it's a her? Never mind. Give me a sec. Oh, man, I don't know how she's gonna give you a titty fuck. I guess I don't really... Can't wait to see my portrait. It's going right behind me so people can say it on straight. Here, that should suffice. Shout out to my channel is all she really needs to kick off her career. Whoa, you're doing this specifically just for exposure? Do you know how rude and vain that is? Exposure doesn't pay the bills, Slakeweed. Alright, we're back. Let me take a sippy. Oh man, a lot of chat while I was gone. Dirty D's grabbing a cuppa. Tired of work, want to retire? Man, me too. I get it. We can't go there, unfortunately. Maybe after the fact I can talk about it, but travel and enjoy life, man. Finances have been beating the shit out of me this last couple of months. So like I said earlier, I can't afford to buy booze. I'm glad to have 11 bottles, as well as some other stuff. So we'll talk about that real quick. In fact, because it'll be a while, I might as well go full vlog here. God, that is terrible. Maybe if I... Give me a second here. Make some minor adjustments to the cam. Hello. There we go. If I lower the contrast a bit. No, that actually seems to make it worse. What if I launch into fucking space? Okay, that goes way too much. Somewhere in the middle. Fine, whatever. Okay. Let's talk. Also, thanks, Merkdrake, for banning that clear spammer. I appreciate the fact that you're here, even though I haven't heard you mention anything. So welcome to the stream. Okay. I have so much to cover. We're going to do what I remember. So, as you guys are well aware, my mother passed away 2 years ago in December of Alzheimer's disease. And she was with me every step of the way, living her best life that she could, given the circumstances. And long after she died, we still discovered clues and hints that she had dementia. And maybe my father knew before he passed away suddenly, or maybe even she knew before she moved down to live with us, that dementia was creeping in. She knew it was happening, or suspected such. And so my mother, being the woman that she was, prepared. She made sure that I had a power of attorney filed in Pennsylvania where she lived, and that given me several copies of it. She made sure that I had the medical power of attorney and the regular power of attorney. She wrote her will, and everything. And being the only child, it was quite easy for her. She probably didn't even have to do all of that shit, but she did, because she didn't want me to have trouble taking care of her and taking after her affairs when she eventually went. And she made it quite clear that she never wanted to have dementia. If she ever was diagnosed with it, she wanted to not be treated medically, and I did my best to uphold her wishes until the end. When she got infections in her leg, I treated them because they were not going to be fatal. It was not something that she would pass away from, but it was causing her pain. And so I did the best to keep the spirit. Reading between the lines, I'm sure if my mom knew that she was getting dementia, she would have been more than happy to overdose and die. And that's not something we allow in the United States. Maybe we never will. But she couldn't write that in her will, and I could not do that. I mean, it was my mother. So, my mom made it as easy as possible for us. And because of that, she had an easy time going. We took her to Disney. She lived with us for years. We built a mother-in-law suite on our home so that she could stay with us and live in comfort and safety. And we took care of her as long as we could, and when we couldn't, we found a place for her. And because my dad had saved his 401k for his retirement that he never got to take because he died at 60 of a sudden heart attack, and she sold her home in Pennsylvania, she had enough money that she could pay for her care until she died and still had some left for us as a inheritance. And that's the way it should be. That's the way that everyone should live, that when you eventually pass, you have something to give to your children, not debt and angst and anxiety and shit. Fast forward. My father-in-law has been an absolute douchebag his entire life. His life has been spent cheating on women that he was with, hiding things from his family, blowing money on prostitutes and vanity items like jewelry and cars and shit that no one needs. And he has spent his entire life alienating people that he loves because he thought he was God's gift to women and mankind, and in fact he was just an asshole. And when he started to get dementia, he hid it from everyone. He didn't want anyone to know because it would be embarrassing to be an old man at 75 years old having dementia. So much fun. It's so much fucking fun. Cheers. Irish whiskey is following up the gin with homemade elderberry sauce that I had earlier. And back in March, my wife and her brother went up to Rochester, where their father lives, to clean out his house and prepare it to sell because he had fallen multiple times. It was quite clear to everyone except for him, my father-in-law, Mike, we'll call him, because that's his name, but not really doxing myself. My father-in-law's name is Mike. And when it came down to it, when they said, look, we went into your house, we cleaned it, there was rotten food everywhere, there was a stock pot that was filled with mold, we threw it away. He got angry and upset and defensive and nasty. when he finally came to, because he was quite out of his fucking mind while he was in rehab at the hospital. And when he finally like had one of a lucid good day, he basically was an asshole and said that they were trying to steal from him and that they shouldn't be throwing away his things, and that basically he was a dick. So they said, okay, fuck you. We're going back home. We're not selling your house. You're a big man. You think you can handle everything yourself? Go right ahead. And he went home when he never should have. This was in March. I think maybe April. He was back in his house. Fast forward a few weeks, he falls in his home because he can barely walk, because he's mentally disabled and physically disabled as well. No one lives with him. His wife, who they are separated, but she's still his wife, God knows what reason, checks in on him and finds out, she's calling him, he won't answer. She goes over there, finds out that he's laying on the floor upstairs outside of his bathroom. Off he goes to the hospital, and this time it's way worse. His dementia has progressed to the point where things are quite clear that he will never be alone again, because doing so is dangerous. And we knew this back in March. Hell, we knew it a year ago, but because he was an asshole and refused to cooperate, he kept going home and kept hurting himself. He's fallen a million fucking times in the last year. It's ridiculous. So we decided, you know what? We have to go up there again. We've got to clean out his house. Anything that is important, anything sentimental or of value needs to be removed from the house so that we can sell it, so that we can get this man the care that he needs to live. And we do. We go and we drove up from North Carolina up to New York, which, for those of you who do not live in the United States, Dirty Dog specifically, it's weird to us, U.S. citizens, people who live here, that you guys never drive from like one end of the UK to the other. Like, it's a 6-hour drive to go from one border of your country, one shore, to the opposite shore, and like no one does it. It's not a thing. It's like, that's insane. Who would do that? It's a 14-hour fucking drive, and we did it in one day. Both times. There and back. We stopped at Buc-ee's. Greatest place in the world. Buc-ee's it gives me hope for humanity. It's like Walmart meets a gas station. It's great. Meets a fucking restaurant. Sidetracked. So we drove up there. We stayed with family. We went over to his house. It's a fucking disaster. I've put pictures in the chat. I don't know if I put every picture. Some of them are just embarrassing. His kitchen is full of rotten food. He left a carton of milk on the counter for months, because he went into the rehab in June, and we got up there again early August, and there's a carton of milk sitting there that expired in May, so it was already expired when he was using it. It had burst because of the heat and flowed onto the counter. There are cockroaches all over in the kitchen. And bearing in mind, again, in the South, cockroaches are just kind of a thing. You find them outside. They're fucking everywhere. This is their natural habitat. In the North, cockroaches only exist in squalor conditions, like places that should probably be like fumigated, if not condemned. Like, cockroaches are not normal. So he's got cockroaches, moths, and ants in his kitchen. We threw away every piece of food that wasn't in a can. Like, it was bad. We threw away hundreds of dollars of pasta and food and rice and anything that wasn't sealed completely was infested with bugs. So we threw it all away. I have pictures of the before and after. We went through every room in his house, every room, every closet, every drawer, to find things that were valuable or sentimental to my wife. And we brought it all home in the back of our minivan. We put all the chairs down and we brought everything home. So what did we bring? We brought home 2 guns. The man had a shotgun loaded near his front door, and he was experiencing active hallucinations constantly while we were with him. We visited him several times in the hospital, and I'll get to that. By the way, this conversation is probably going to take like 30 minutes, but it's probably way more entertaining than the Zomboid stream, but whatever, we'll get there. So while we went and visited him, he has lost his mind completely. He probably had a stroke in the last week. He's wheelchair bound. He cannot walk. He cannot clean himself. He doesn't know when he's shit his own pants. He doesn't know. And that's fine. That is like a normal thing for dementia at his stage. I'm guessing he's in stage 6 to stage 7. Certain things are stage 6, certain things are stage 7. It's dementia is difficult. It's different for every person. And stage 7 is the last one. Like, there is no stage 8. Stage 8 is you're dead. So it's getting toward the end. And he fell twice today, which is not good. Falling is how many people with dementia die. They die from pneumonia or other infections that get into their body, and their body's just too weak to fight it. They die from falling and hitting their head and causing internal brain bleeding. That's how my grandmother died. My mother was falling a lot toward the end until she was wheelchair bound. And once she was wheelchair bound, when she could not walk anymore and you had to push her everywhere, she only lived for a few weeks. And Mike, I think, has a bit longer, but falling is a real bad sign. Constantly falling, not just occasionally falling. But more importantly, the man cannot talk. He can hold up a conversation for like maybe the first 4 or 5 words, and then it's word salad gibberish, like the likes of Donald Trump. So you'll say like, "Hey Mike, what'd you have for breakfast today?" And he'll be like, "Oh, I had eggs and toast and Banana Man Moon Times salad, Captain America batteries, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? And then he hallucinates. There's a wild animal over there. I can't walk there. There's a wild animal. You got to chase it away. Sorry, Mike, there's nothing there. And he'll look at you like you're the crazy one. So the best thing to do is something called a fiblet, which is to lie in a way that reinforces reality in their mind, but doesn't actually harm them. Merc Drake, bruh, indeed. So like he asked me for his camera. He's like, "Can I get my camera? I want my camera." I said, "It's at home." And he looked at me and he looked at Becky and he laughed and he goes, "This guy," because he thought he was home. He's in a fucking hospital. So we brought him a camera. We brought him like his cheapest camera. We gave it to him. It's a toy, essentially. He can't use it. It's too complicated, but he has one, so it makes him happy. You know? We brought him slippers. We bought him brand new slippers because his feet, his toenails were so long that like his shoes were uncomfortable, so they had him in these disgusting Crocs. So we bought him nice, comfy slippers. On one day, the next day we came back, one of the other residents had stolen one and was wearing it on her foot, and he had the other one. And this is like very typical for people who have to put their family in homes. Some patients will steal because they think everything's theirs. Slenderman video quality? Facts. Yeah, it's because the light and the green screen. If I pull the green screen forward a bit, it'll be darker, but you'll get a little bit less of that halo effect, so it's fine. It is an old webcam, but I am in no financial position to buy a nice new one, nor do I really care. My face is usually a tiny little block in the corner, it's fine. So Mike is gone. The man that caused my wife so much pain and agony and angst and annoyance is dead. And she understands that. She had some trouble dealing with it. Her brother, we FaceTimed him while we were there, and he was like, he had shock. Like, it was like he did not expect his father to be that far gone, to be talking to him on a phone with a conversation and then to just wander in and out. But he's experiencing active hallucinations, I mentioned. He sees his dead pets. "Oh, buddy's down there. He's playing. Oh, he just jumped." His pet's been dead for months. And these kind of hallucinations are very frightening if you don't know what to expect, but you know, it's dementia. It's fairly like, you just kind of, you don't correct them. You don't say, "Oh no, your dog's dead. He's been dead for months." That just doesn't, it won't compute. It'll bother them. It'll make them angry. Sometimes people think that their spouses are still alive. If you correct them, then they have to mourn all over again. Imagine telling somebody over and over and over again that their wife is dead. Like, it's painful. So don't do it. You tell them, oh yeah, she's not here right now. She's out doing something. She'll be back soon. And they'll never know. They'll never know because their memory is not going to last long enough. And it might hurt to lie to your parent, but it's not lying. It's reinforcing their version of reality in a way that is helpful. Yeah, exactly, Adrian. A pet hallucination isn't that bad. He sees his dead dog playing, having fun. He laughed. He had a good time. And we knew the dog wasn't there. But his stupid wife, who he's separated from, immediately came in after that, and he said something about Buddy, his dog. And she's like, Buddy's in heaven. And I'm like, no, bitch. You don't do that. You just say yes. Just say yes. It makes him happy. It doesn't make him angry. You're not about to win an argument. You're not trying to win an argument with a dementia patient. Anyway. So he's gone. He's mentally gone. The person that he was, the person that, spent money on hookers and blow and wasted it on romance scams and all that shit is dead. The man that's left is barely a person, they had dementia. It's hard to say that. It sounds cruel even, but it's the truth. It's an ugly, horrible disease, and that's what happens. So my wife, who 3 months ago was like, fuck this man, I never want to see him again, I will get the notice that he's dead and I don't care, has changed her tune completely. She's like, I wish I could stay with him. Sorry, hold on. I'm not a heartless person. I have a lot of emotions wrapped up around parents going through this shit. So excuse me a bit. But she had a difficult time leaving him when we had to come back home, and she wished she could go back, and she's trying to make plans to go back up there to spend more time with him because you do not know how long they have. I gave her and her brother my best estimate based on my knowledge of how my mother went, and I said he might have a year left, maybe, but it can change so fast. We think he had a stroke in the last couple of weeks. That type of thing could kill you, and the falling, he could crack his head and die. It could happen like that. So we have to do our best for him. So we cleaned out his house. Took about a week. We went up on a Friday and stayed until the next Friday. 7 days. We took everything that we thought was useful or sentimental out of there that we could fit. Including an old desk that my wife had when she was a child. His 2 guns, the shotgun, and again, I mentioned he was experiencing hallucinations. And we'll get into more of this, but basically my thought is he thought people were breaking into his house. He saw people in his home that weren't there and thought people were breaking into his house, and he kept buying weapons, knives. The man had 30 fucking combat knives. He had one of these. Look at this. This is a flashlight that is also a beatdown stick. Okay? And then it's a flashlight. Like I said, you can turn on this fucking light just to bash the shit out of people. So he has several of these in his home. I took those. Some of them. Not all of them. Man had knives. All kinds of knives. Combat knives. Pocket knives. Fucking... God damn it. It was insane. And I showed off in the Discord, the man had like 12 books about the apocalypse, about America falling to shadow governments and great reckonings and shit. He was fucking paranoid as shit. And every time he thought he heard someone breaking into his house, he'd run online and buy a new knife. And that's where his fucking money went. Didn't go to his mortgage or his car payments or anything else. It went to fake romance scams in India and Nigeria, and buying weapons and shit. So yeah, we brought some of those home. He had a bug out bag For those of you who don't know what that is, it is a go bag that you grab in an emergency. So you have to leave your house suddenly because the government's shooting people in the streets, which may happen soon in America. Or there's a hurricane or something. And there's really no hurricanes up there. There are blizzards, but basically he had this... If there's a blizzard or a hurricane, thanks, Maybelline, I appreciate it. Your best bet really is to stay at home, to have enough supplies, food, water, a generator if you're lucky. Just stay where you are. That is the safe and smart thing to do. He had a bag to flee home that had emergency blankets, emergency tents, flashlights, knives, a tomahawk. He had 3 tomahawks in his house. Sorry, 3 tomahawks in his house. He had a book about how to use them in combat and survival situations, which the fucking 75-year-old man would never be able to do. He can barely stand or walk, let alone not shit his pants. And just some other random shit. He had a bunch of bags of lint, a dryer lint, because you could use that. It's a good kindling starter, a fire starter. He had like 3 plastic bags filled with dryer lint so that he could start a fire in the wilderness. Stay in your fucking house! Whatever. Should have used his money to buy anything else. Fucking... The man got hit by an ambulance in front of a hospital while wearing his reflective safety gear working as a crossing guard. Okay? He got an $800,000 settlement from the ambulance company, from the lawsuit, and he blew through it on stupid shit and scams. Fuck that man. But the man that's currently in the hospital is not that man. He's a dementia patient. I know, Bertrick is. The real story is crazier than anything I could write. I could write a book about this shit, and it would be a bestseller, and I wouldn't have to work for the company I work for now. I wish I could talk about it. Maybe I could talk about this next week, but today I cannot talk about it. We'll get to why next week. So, 2 guns. Shotgun loaded at the front door. If he'd had hallucination, he would have shot the mailman. Thank God he didn't. He had an air rifle, a canister-powered air rifle. You put compressed air canisters in it, and hollow point BBs he had. We brought all that home. That all belongs to me and my kids now. 11 bottles of liquor. Everyone thought he wasn't a drinker. His sister was like, I've never seen him drink in my life. My wife was like, oh yeah, he fucking drank. He drank beer every time I, was around him. But, I mean... that's payment alone, man. 1911 bourbon whiskey. On top of that, we got fucking House of Bacchus blended whiskey. I assume this is like bottom shelf liquor. Okay, that's what the man could afford. But hey, an unopened bottle of Seagram's vodka? Absolutely. This is just what I couldn't fit in my alcohol bin. Mr. Boston, this is like $7 a bottle. I'm terrified to drink this. I've had bad liquor. It is not worth drinking. Here we go. White Label Dewar's Blended Scotch Whiskey. I don't know when he bought these things because alcohol doesn't require like a, Best Buy date or purchase date on it anywhere because it keeps. But fuck, I won't need to buy alcohol for a while. And of course, good shit. Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, unopened, brand new bottle. It's a small one. But yeah, so I'm psyched about that. Between that and the guns, it was worth it to go up there and clear out his house. We also took home a bunch of model cars. He was collecting model cars and also Matchbox and shit. We did a quick Google search, eBay search for all of them. If we sold them all at eBay prices, it'd be worth $900. And I told my wife, that's your inheritance. That's all that's left. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Maybelline. I didn't fully read and respond to your message. I appreciate the message. But yeah, it was hard. And with my mother, thank God she was so helpful and willing to surrender her independence. And that, you know, going back to my father and her, it was probably the way she lived most of her life. Like, she got married at, you know, 20-ish, and moved in with my dad, and he took care of all the finances. He was an accountant, you know, and you know, so she was more than happy. Like, when I told her, Mom, I have to take your driver's license away, she was like, I don't have to drive anymore? Great. Like, she was fucking thrilled. But we took her money, we took her to Disney. You know, we took her to we had the most amazing week-long Disney vacation in one of their resorts, and she didn't know what was going on the whole time, but she was enjoying it. You know what I mean? And that difference, knowing and trusting your children and appreciating the things that they're doing for you before you become so brain dead that you don't understand, is such a 180 and such a huge difference from the way that Mike treated his kids. 2 of his kids don't talk to him and haven't for years. They cut him out of their life 10 years ago because they hated him. I say 10, but one of them was like 30 years ago. He was just not a good person. And that got amplified when he started to have problems. We knew 5 years ago when he claimed that Brittany Palmer, the UFC fighting champ, the fighting, you know, ring girl, was his girlfriend, that she was sending him messages and shit, and we proved to him that it was a scam. And we found in his email messages to a new scammer claiming to be Brittany Palmer, where he said, the funny thing is, this other girl was pretending to be you. He just didn't fucking get it. And like, I knew it was dementia, and I told my wife it was dementia, and I told my brother-in-law it was dementia, and while they believed me, they didn't really see it the way that I did. Fishing in Minecraft. I mean, it's the most boring shit you could possibly do, so you might as well enjoy some crazy shit. Yeah, no, Dirty D, there was a pair of Matchbox cars. It was a set of 2. It was worth $70. We were like, holy shit. I don't think my wife is going to spend all the time that she should to, like, put it all on eBay and then ship it to people and sell it. We might do Facebook Marketplace with them, or we might just take the whole lot to, like, a pawn shop and ask for like $300 and see what we get. Like, it's worth $900 to somebody who's willing to put in the work to send it to people who are. We're also maybe, like, if there's like a model car show or something, seeing if we could just bring it there and be like, yo, what will you give us for this? Literally, that's the inheritance, because the man has nothing left. He's not even allowed to have a bank account because he's been involved in so many fucking scams. The banks are like, no, you're high risk. Fuck. But, so the good news is, we got a cash offer on his house. After we took everything that we wanted, pictures. I have pictures of my wife going through slides. I haven't put them on the Discord. I may put them in the Mile High Club Discord, for, you know, trusted donators and such. She's just sitting in front of a pile of slides that are trash and looking exhausted. Because the main thing Mike was he was a photographer, and he always thought he was a great photographer. So for the last 50 years, he's taken pictures of every fucking thing that he's seen. And most of the pictures, like 99.9% of the pictures he took, are complete shit. He went on his honeymoon with my wife's mother, his second wife. And he took a bunch of pictures of strange women sunbathing. He was a fucking creep. He just took pictures of other women on his honeymoon. He's a fucking creep. He's an Epstein client level creep. We took his computer. I checked to make sure it didn't have any viruses. I checked to make sure it didn't have any porn on it. We're giving the computer to my son, so he can have his own computer in his room. I just bought a wireless adapter that he can plug into a USB port and get connected to our Wi-Fi. Once he does that, I'm going to try to log into Mike's accounts, like his Google account, see if I can I don't even know. It's mostly morbid curiosity at this point because the man is not able to communicate with any scammers anymore. He literally can't operate a phone, let alone, commit to anything. So, but I found in his search history, first, porn. Disturbing to see what kind of porn the man was into. But second, I found something called, like, secretmeet.com. And I'm like, did this motherfucker arrange meetings in his city with other people? Ugh. Before he fell and went into the hospital, he took out $1,600 from his bank account, his, like, savings account, that the only thing they would let him have. And they can't find that money. He lost it. We think he spent it on a prostitute. Or just, dropped it somewhere. Yeah, Merc Drake, maybe. Listen, if you want to stare into the abyss will stare back. I found his search history, and I was deeply disturbed by what I found. It wasn't like the porn itself was abnormal, but no, I can't go there. I can't talk about it. It's just like, it's an ick to know what your aging, demented father-in-law was searching for. What porn videos he was interested in. Even if they were basic bitch porn videos. Even if he was like, I would like to see a straight man put his penis in a woman. That would be frightening enough. But to know what he actually typed into Google, I feel like I need a bath. A bleach bath in my eyes. So I got to clear out that history before I give it to my son. I set it up for him, but I haven't let him use it yet because I haven't done that. Morbid curiosity indeed, man. Yeah. So, computer, shotgun, air rifle, booze, pictures, slides, furniture. We took the desk. Records. We took all of his records, all of his vinyl. He's got some good vinyl. He's got a Queen vinyl there that I was like, ooh, that might be certainly worth having. Maybe it's not worth any money, but Queen is a fucking great band. Let me check my microphone sensitivity. I'm noticing that it doesn't seem to be hitting peaks. Nobody's complained, but it is down at 50. It should be up at 80. There, that'll probably make me sound a little better while I'm chatting. I'm surprised nobody mentioned that I sounded quiet. Dirty T. Okay. A man's porn searches should be private. You should not reveal them to people. They are not necessarily indicative of what the man would want. So, for example, if you search for lesbian porn, that doesn't mean you want to be a lesbian, right? Like, you're still a man. You just like watching girl-on-girl action. So, what you search for doesn't really indicate who you are as a person. It's just what you get off to. And this is another thing that's going to prevent me from ever winning an election in the United States. It's fine. I've already given up on the thought. But it is disturbing to know that about your father-in-law. Cheers. Yeah, he had dementia, but this was definitely a lucid moment. Let's put it that way. He knew what he was typing, and he knew what he wanted, and he found it. And it wasn't... What disturbs me is that it wasn't that different from something I might look for. And I'm like, ew. I want nothing in common with this man. So the fact to see what he typed in and what I might type in and notice the similarities is what icks me the most. I'm certainly like, okay, from now on, it's nothing but Puritan porn. I would like to see two people having sex through a sheet. Have I been banned on Twitch yet? Fucking hell. Any questions, guys? You could certainly ask. Thank you, Drake. That's exactly the face that I made when I saw it. I was like, no. I've seen that one. It's great. No! I need more alcohol. Thank God I've got a bunch. What else do we bring home? Mostly like knickknacks and sentimental shit. You know, like my wife would be like, "Oh my God, I remember playing with this little shit." He had like a little blackjack electronic game, you know. She's like, "I remember playing with that, you know, bring it home." We brought home anything Star Wars related for the brother-in-law because he's a big Star Wars fan. He looked at it all and he was like, "This is all shit except for maybe the Matchbox car of the Millennium Falcon." I was like, "That's fine, man. Throw it all away." DVDs. We got some DVDs, including some DVDs that I've never seen that I should. For example, and I apologize for anyone who's going to get offended by this. I've never seen the movie Die Hard. People swear it's one of the greatest movies. It's a great Christmas movie. You know, it's got the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker quote. I've never actually seen... I don't think I've seen a minute of Die Hard. Like, I'll say, oh, I've never seen Princess Bride, but I've seen, you know, like 15-minute clips of it, you know, here and there. I've never seen a minute of Die Hard. We've got Die Hard. I should watch it. I should watch it for stream. I should do, like, one of those things where you get to watch a movie and, like, stream it, and people... That'd be fucking great. You know, photo albums, computer parts, headphones. I got a box of shit here that my wife wanted. Like, oh, he had like his baby shoes were bronzed. My wife took that. She's like, that's sentimental. You know, this is crazy shit. Not just the knives. A box of his watches, like they're all broken. They all need batteries. She brought home those. Fucking Ringling Brothers thing. Circus magazine. I don't know. Yeah, you know, a lot of weird shit, but stuff that my wife wanted. That's what I brought home. And stuff that had some meager value. But the main thing is, his house can be sold. The person offered cash. We just have to sign some forms or whatever within a week to get that sold. Had to be sold for what it was assessed at, or Medicaid wouldn't take over his medical care. So they did offer that, and so we're happy with that. They will take it as is with all the shit that's still in it, and they will clean it out free of charge. It's their problem. And we were like, fucking done. It's not our problem anymore. He'll get Medicaid, which means he can stay where he is now, be looked after, be safe, be healthy until he goes. And that was the most important part for us. So his house is being sold. Medicaid will allow him to keep $31,000. And after all of his debts are paid, that I think he will have, and his wife can have whatever's left, and there won't be anything left after that. Like, the maximum his wife can have, I think, is $71,000. It's not going to hit that. Like, between his house selling, the mortgage, the man's fucking 75, still has $40,000 in mortgage. I'm sorry, alcohol came through there. $40,000 in a mortgage on his house. So once that's paid off for what the house sold for, and then his other debts, like his electric debt, his medical debt, his, you know, fucking trash debt, anything else, reimbursement for his sister who's been paying all of his bills to try to keep things running and the lights on. 30,000 to him, 32, I think, 31,000 to him, 71,000 her. There'll be nothing left. So that'll be their inheritance, if any is left by the time he goes. But Medicaid will take care of his care. I think it'll be $50 a month instead of $8,000 a month or some horrible shit like that. But yeah, that's exactly it, Maberly. The thing is, within the states, within the United States, I don't know where you're from, but maybe you're from the U.S. If you want anything from the estate, his car, his bank accounts, his house, you also have to assume the debt. If you don't want anything from the estate, if you say, whoa, I don't give a shit about that, then the estate pays off whatever the debts are, and the rest of it is just the government's shit. So if he has more debt than money, the children are not obligated to pay it unless they want his things, his house. And then the house has to be sold to pay for the debt. That wouldn't. You're from Ohio, okay? So you are from the U.S. and this is a U.S. thing. So let's assume, for argument, the man has $100,000 in debt, and his house is worth $150,000. If you want that house, you have to take the debt as well. The estate has to sell the house to pay for the debt, and then you get to keep what's left. My mother had nothing. She had no debt at all, and all of her financial resources were in my name. She made it as easy as possible for me. When she died, I went down to the courthouse and I said, I have to file this form that says my mother has died and I have to pay you $300. And they said, no, you don't. They said, do you have access to everything that she owned? I said, yes, I have access to her bank. I have access to her 401k. She lived with me. She has no debt, no car, no home. And they said, you don't need to file anything with us. You've taken care of everything. That is going to be very different from when Mike dies. He's going to, his shit is going to be a tangled mess. But maybe not. Maybe we've done enough to get it pulled open. I have been talking for almost an hour. I hope that was both enlightening and entertaining. Any more questions? Let me just read back. It's not Christmas till Hans Gruber Falls from Nakatomi Tower. I think maybe this Christmas I'll have to watch Die Hard. I'll have to put that in. I always watch people doing movie reactions. Overrated maybe, but definitely a watch. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. It's 10:30. I've got another half hour to an hour before I actually go to bed. I do have to go into work tomorrow, but I don't have to go as early as I usually do. Let's pull this up here. And Project Zomboid. All right, let's hit a little more whiskey. We also spent some time when we were up there visiting friends and family and stuff, so it wasn't a total loss, but you know, it's tough. And my wife was there for me for every minute of my mother's problems, you know, and she loved my mom too because she was a good woman, a good family member. She invited my wife into her family with open arms, and my wife once said, you know, it's bullshit that your parents are dead and mine are still alive. like my parents were so caring and kind and welcoming and open. When we were, hold on, zombies. When we were, my brother-in-law, shit, I just got bit in the neck. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Fuck, no! No! McNaughtyPants! Oh, it's bad. Oh, that should not have been as bad as it was. Shit. Critical damage. I'm gonna fucking die. My neck is scratched and bleeding. My left upper arm. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. What was I saying? Basically, my wife loved my mom and my dad. Oh yeah, when we were helping my brother-in-law move to North Carolina from Rochester, he was looking for a job as a teacher, and there just weren't any opportunities in New York. And he moved south, and we drove with him. Before we ever had kids, we took a huge road trip, and in Pennsylvania, his tire blew on one of our routes. And I said, hey, my parents are an hour and a half away. We could put your spare tire on. We'll drive to them. At least we could sleep for the night. And my dad went and got him new tires, put his new tires on while we slept, you know, because it was the middle of the night. We showed up unannounced, uninvited, unexpected. My parents welcomed us in with open arms, took care of everything, put new tires on his car, sent us on our way. That's 7 people they were. They were, oh shit, I fucked up. I should have been opening this. It was great. Oh, that's the front of the car. That's why, okay, I thought it was the trunk. Let's smash this dude's fucking brains in. It's the fire station! Are we where I expected to be? Yes. It's the fire station. That has got to be good for something, but I am in dire straits. I probably will die from my injuries. But I did find the fire station. Notebook, pen, pencil, paper, eraser. What else we got here? Pencil, paper clips. Pen. Yeah, that zombie did go straight for the jugular and hit it pretty bad. I'm in trouble. McNaughtyPants is not going to make it through this. We're going to try, though. Oh, there's another zombie in the fire station. Alright. The desks are going to have bullshit in them. I'm interested in... let's see, it's just pen and paper on that fucking shelf. God damn it. Alright. We need to go in where, like, the weapons might be. Fire axe. That's a good shit. Also would like to turn on a light switch if there is one. Here we go. There we go. That helps. That one's already lit. So sorry for the kind of deep and painful conversation. You know, it's life. It explains why I haven't been around streaming lately. But we did our best. And even if you've done your best, when he finally goes, my wife is going to be racked with guilt, wondering if she could have done more. I know, because even though I was with my mom every damn day, you know, and when she finally moved into her nursing home, I visited her every week, you know, and I took care of her as best I could. I still wonder if it was enough. It's not easy watching your parents get old and die. But it was certainly easier than losing my father suddenly to a heart attack, not knowing that he died, you know. Watching my mom die slowly, it hurt, but I knew that I did my best. It's tough, man. Yeah, I'm real, Dirty D. I'm not a personality who gets overly excited at dumb shit. A tactical walkie-talkie, I want that shit. I think that's why you guys keep watching, in spite of the fact that there are definitely better streamers out there. It's that, you know, I'm a real person with real emotions, and real life is interesting and exciting, and that's what I try to bring to my streams. Okay, we found some good shit here. Fire axe, another crowbar to replace this one when it goes bad. But I feel like McNaughtyPants, Barry McNaughtyPants, is probably not long for this world. His left upper arm and neck constantly have to replace these bandages. It's real bad. Instead of the crowbar, let's grab the axe. I think that's going to be a good weapon to use. I'm carrying way too much. I've got so many problems. Medical mask, suture needle, and tweezers? Oh shit. Extract broken glass and bullets. Deep wounds. I mean, let's take all this shit. There's a chance that maybe I can... Antibiotics? Fights wound infections, cannot prevent zombification. But you know what? I'm going to take one. I'm going to take it preemptively, hoping that it'll fight off some kind of infection. Apparently it's the only one I get. So let's hope. Bottle of disinfectant. Alcohol wipes. Abso-fucking-lutely. When these bandages need to be replaced, we're going to replace them with the very best that we can. Thanks for following, Blitzwolf! Welcome to the Horde! You can't cure cancer, man. The best you can do is be there for them, you know? The best you can do. And I told my wife, because she was very upset with her dad, and she kept constantly saying, look, you know, I hate him and I don't care. I said, that's valid too. Like, her dad was an asshole her whole life, and if she walked away and she never went up there, never dealt with the shit, let him deal with it himself, that is still a valid way to deal with it. And going in there and dealing with his problems after his behavior, after his alienating people, that took a lot of courage, and it was difficult. And I commend her for that too. I would not have blamed her for 1 second if she just said, fuck that guy. Okay, we've basically cleared out the fire station. I think maybe these shelves. Tire pump. Leaf rake. Oh, sorry, that was actually... rake and shovel. I'll take the rake and the shovel. I don't know if I need a rake for anything other than a shitty weapon. Scrap metal and wire. I mean, I'm carrying so much shit right now, and I'm sick as a dog. Oh shit, there's a second floor? Oh my god. There's a second floor to the fire station. Hold on. There's a light switch here. I've 30D, that's more than enough, man. It's fucking tough. Okay, I'm barely able to stand and I gotta fight off this bitch. I did it. I don't think there's gonna be anywhere to sleep. Alright, let's see what we can do now that we've got all these extra medical supplies. Disinfect with alcohol wipes. Okay, and then ripped sheets put over it. I'd love to have sterilized sheets, but I just don't have that opportunity yet. Actually, crafting? I can make a sheet rope, newspaper hat, battery, clothing, carpentry, cooking, electrical. Oh, I've got 2 different radios? Interesting. Health, disinfect rag, yes. We're going to use the bottle of disinfectant to clean these rags so that they are as sterile as possible. Okay. I can sleep here. I need food. I'm sick. I'm sad. I'm nervous wreck. I have severe injuries. Minor pain, extremely heavy load, and I'm unpleasantly hot. Let's take some antidepressants. Let's clean the rag. Let's take some painkillers. Gotta eat some food. Drink a pop. A jelly bean. Maybe drink a beer. Yeah, Blisswolf, things have gone badly. My health is real low. I've been bit in the upper arm. I was hoping that maybe I'd survive it, but I don't know that that's gonna happen. Oh, I can rest without sleeping. Interesting. Yeah, drowsy. Could do with a lie down. Alright, how about actual sleep? Oop. Unpause. Sleep. Yes. Okay. Things are getting worse. That health is dropping fast. I think this bite is going to kill me. I'm going to put the sterilized rag on it. Terminal damage. Oh no. My neck is only scratched, but it doesn't matter. That bite is killing me. I think it's time. I think it's time to die. With what little dignity I've got left. Oh no. Oh, here's the kitchen. Canned stuff, a fork, cereal, chips, rice, orange soda, evaporated milk, a banana. All right. I don't know that it's worth eating, honestly, because the next player. Yeah, it is bitten. It's not good. It's real bad. He's not going to make it out of this, man. McNaughtyPants is dead. Might as well explore the rest of the fire station while I'm here. Here's the lockers filled with fireman t-shirts. Lumberjack shirts. Yeah. Drop your stuff before it happens. Oh, shit. I mean, you can still loot it from the zombie, right? When he's walking around? I don't honestly know. I haven't played this game very much. But you're right. I think I should probably store it somewhere that it can be retrieved easily. Alright. Downstairs, right? Uh-oh. Moderate exertion. Yeah, it's because I'm running. Increasing danger of death. Oh, box of nails. Fuck, that's a great thing to have. Alright, you're absolutely right. We should put everything we have in here. It's a lot of things. We're putting a lot of stuff in this box. For the next person. Oh! I didn't even finish! I fucking zombified. Survived for 9 days, 1 hour. You killed 135 zombies. Game mode builder. Builder, by the way, was far too easy. Although I say that, but I did die. Alright, it is almost 11 o'clock. I think maybe I should get ready for bed. In spite of the fact that, you know, I still have to get up and drive to work tomorrow. Excuse me. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight and letting me vent and talk about all the horrible life situations that I've had to deal with. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining. I'm sure it was, because it's quite a fucking story. But I'm going to get ready for bed and have a good night's sleep. And I'll be back Thursday for a new stream. Please let me know what you would like to see. I've got so many things on the back burner that I don't know what is most popular. I've got Subnautica Below Zero. I've got Oblivion Remastered. If I wanted to, I could probably kick RimWorld back off again. I've been playing it offline to try to like get used to the game in a not so I'm violently angry at this, and I've gotten a little better at it. You know, yeah, it's great to be back, Dirty D. I really miss this cathartic experience of getting drunk and playing video games. But the whiskey's almost gone. I've got plenty of alcohol to continue with, so hopefully I'll be doing some regular streams. Saturday, I will be playing the Hollow Earth Expedition role-playing game. hopefully. Unless something weird fucking happens, that is the plan. So yeah, join me for that, and then join me Thursday, and we'll see what we play. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.